Hello everybody. Today I'm going to be working on this 5 tree group of Zelkovas that I put together this time last year. The trees themselves were grown from seed, and they're probably, they might be about 6 years old now, I'm not exactly sure. I have a terrible memory at times, and labels go missing all the time. I'm sure I've got a little starling or something that plucks them out of the pots when I'm not looking. So let's give you a quick twirl as it is. As I say, these trees have gone into this pot this time last year, and there is a video of that which forms the beginning of this playlist. In order to pad this video out a little bit, because I'm not doing much work, I will put a few select edited highlights of me putting these trees together here. Okay, so if you want to get the full context of that video and the information that I was talking about as I put these trees together, as I say, the playlist, link to the playlist is in the description, and it'll be in the end screen, and you can go back and have a look at that video in its fullness. I think it's about 20 minutes or so long. Okay, so this is the front of the trees. And as I say, I'm going to be just setting this up for spring. I'm not going to be root pruning it. They've only been in this pot a year. I can tell by the amount of wiggle that they're beginning to fill the pot with roots. Elms are quite speedy rooters. Not speedy rooters, what am I talking about? Vigorous. Have vigorous roots. But I think they'll get away with another year in this pot, and that'll allow them to really get away this year and increase this wonderful ramification that I've been getting. Before I start all that, I just wanted to show you in this close-up of this tree, you can see where the seedling was initially chopped just here. It then grew again for another season, was chopped again just here, and then has been chopped again in subsequent years, getting this nice taper over the sort of 5 years or so before I put it into this pot. Again, similarly with this one, it was chopped here, chopped again here, slightly further up this time. I do that a lot with a lot of my trees I grow from seed, and that's just to set things up for future development. Yeah, let's go back and we'll start just trimming them up a little. Okay, Cooper's giving me the can you not hurry up, trees are only good for one thing and you're not doing it right. And I haven't had a walk yet today, but I wanted to get this done this morning because well, we've gone from about a week of really cold frozen temperatures, and then today's supposed to be dry this morning, and then we're back to warmer and wetter. On the plus side, that does mean that we're closer than ever to repotting season, and I have noticed that the buds are beginning to swell on a few of my trees. Most noticeably, most noticeably on the dawn redwood, and let me just grab that and show you. This is the smaller of my two dawn redwoods. This one's actually in a bonsai pot now, the other is just in a large flower pot, but I don't know how well the camera's picking that up, but yes, the buds are beginning to swell, so within the next week or so I shall be repotting this tree, and of course I will film that, and you will be able to watch that at a later date. Anyway, back to the Zelkova group. I'm going to start by just chopping back the tops of some of these trees, and I'm going to take out that entire section there and just lightly chop out some of these little branches that I feel are crossing over or offending my eye in some way. I'm working from my perceived front at the moment. Okay. This tree at the back here, I want to keep shortest of all. It's the skinniest of all already, and I want it to be the shortest of all. So I'm just going to chop that back. In fact, I'm going to chop it back once more. That's better. At this stage it's almost like giving it a haircut. Okay, let's move you back out again. Okay, so that's brought the canopy back in bounds as to the kind of size and shape that I want it. It's just a question of cutting out some of these wayward branches that I feel are not enhancing the composition. So there's a piece here that's going across there, and a piece here that's coming straight out of the front of the tree, which I want to lose. Another one there. And this long wayward branch which is crossing over into this canopy. Obviously you still want these to be 5 separate trees, even though you want you know, you want a group cohesion, but you don't want them to just become all entwined with one another, because then it just looks like a bush, and that's not good in my opinion. This branch I think is too low. I'm going to remove, and with that one there's again another branch crossing right into the center. I'm going to take that out. I'm going to shorten this as well to there. So my shortest trees are at the back, giving a sense of perspective. And this one needs to come down a little as well. In fact, I'm going to chop that one quite hard back. Well, can you see I have a branch going reasonably straight upwards just there, and so if I take it out like so, that's going to give me again a nice little bit of tapering and better perspective with these 5 trees as well, so that's good. So that's about it. I'm going to scoop out some of the top of this soil and put in some controlled release fertilizer, and then that's this little group of Zelkovas ready for the season. Scraped away some of the topsoil, like so, just using this little nylon brush, and I'm going to add in some controlled release plant food. I'm always quite generous with it, bearing in mind that this cat litter based substrate that I use doesn't have a lot of oomph in it. It's not like something like a John Innes compost that's got a base layer of fertilizer already in there. Yeah, the trees need some added oomph, and I try to add some to as many trees as I can. It's not always possible when I haven't repotted them. If the roots are fill the pot too much, you can't get it in, but where I can, I do. So it's just a thin layer of fresh substrate over the top. Just to make sure that stays damp and can give out the fertilizer, and then it will get washed down to the bottom of the pot and through the pot, and some of it will go out the bottom inevitably, so I will also be topping up with regular liquid feeds when the trees are growing really quickly and hungrily. There we go, quick twirl. Back to the front. I'm really pleased with how that's come out in just one season. They've done really well. Hopefully they will continue to do so. As always, I see something I missed the first time, so that's gone. And actually a couple of these branches are too low too. Yeah, that's better. Thank you all for watching. Please do take care of yourselves. Stay safe.